Suddenly, the big car is brought down to size. Into the sophisticated 70s comes a new model tailor-made for the modern man. A car with elegance and effortless performance. A family car with room for 5 people and 5 people's luggage. A performer with safety as a top priority. The car that the family man and the fleet owner have been waiting for. The new Ford Consul. And it's only one of 2 new cars from Ford. The Consul has a luxury cousin, the Granada. A car built to take on the best in Europe. A car from a stable with 4 world championships to its name. But you don't have to be a Grand Prix driver to enjoy it. You only have to be a connoisseur, the man or woman who likes to be seen in a crisp and chic car with comfort to match its style, with ease of driving that makes chauffeurs redundant. Granada and Consul. Let's take a detailed look at these 2 new cars from Ford. They've christened the Consul the Ford that brings big cars down to size, and that tells the story exactly. For in this clean, crisp and modern shape, Ford have packed all the comfort and spaciousness that the family man or fleet owner needs, without embarrassing him every time he wants to park it. The boot is a prime example of spaciousness achieved without bulk. These vents mean fresh air flowing right through the car. Road holding is superb, with all the knowledge gained through Ford's racing and rally successes passed on to the Consul customer. Visibility is excellent through the safety-toughened glass, a car as good to look out of as it's good to look at. A European car, elegantly sculptured with a sporting flavour. Low roofline, long wheelbase, racily raked windscreen, independent suspension, and wide track. The Consul has smart new rectangular headlamps, and the indicators are integrated into the modern styling. Every detail spells performance. It's a car to cater for the modern family, parents who want personality as well as performance from their cars, and those old-fashioned needs, comfort for grandma, elbow room and smoothness for the children. There's nothing cramped about the Consul. Nobody feels hemmed in. This really is a 5-seater, and a plush 5-seater too. Happy holidays demand a happy family, traveling in style. Cool, roomy and safety-conscious style, with aeroflow ventilation, fully carpeted comfort, and more rear room than a Triumph or a Rover. Room where it matters most. Shoulder room, hip room and leg room. Detailed dimensions that dispel backseat blues. You don't need trailers or roof racks for the Consul, even for a Riviera expedition. And you can go a long way without fretting about fuel consumption. A gallon will carry you almost 28 miles. Of course, safety is never forgotten. No family car is complete without child-proof locks. You don't expect a mere car to carry as much luggage as a yacht, but the Consul has a cabin-sized boot. Even the Union Jack isn't forgotten in a holiday inventory packed into 13 cubic feet of usable luggage space. Just look at all those cases, family-sized cases. There's more usable boot space than a Vauxhall Victor, BLMC 1800, Triumph or Rover 2000. In fact, there's even more than on the space-setting Ford Zephyrs and Zodiacs. Usable, effective, brilliantly planned space. It's the sensible shape of the boot that makes all the difference. The factual difference? 13 usable cubic feet compared with 10.6 on a Triumph or a mere 8.5 on a Rover. And that's a lot of cases, golf clubs or even anchors. There's room inside the car too, for all grandma's goodies. Yes, when Ford made the Consul, they had the family in mind. Refinement and spaciousness are the key words. 5 inches shorter than the Ford Zodiac and almost an inch narrower, yet it remains a full 5-seater. The reclining seat is optional. Comfort and roominess are mandatory. That's what Ford mean by bringing a big car down to size. The power packs of the new Consul are proven V-formation units, but they've been uprated to give 8% more power than before. That, then, is the impressive story of the Consul. Compact yet capacious, energetic yet economic. First class, for fleet owner and family man alike. Dawn. And you'd have to get up very early in the morning to find a car the equal of the Granada. Elegant. Sophisticated. Confident. Assured. Something new for the connoisseur to crave. The Granada's luxury doesn't come in an overindulgent, unwieldy package. You or your wife can park it in and extricate it from the most inconvenient garages. That's the trouble with stately country homes. Modern horsepower has to be stable round the back, where the thoroughbreds of yesteryear lived too. Still, it doesn't matter if you have an obliging lady wife who'll fetch your car for you in the mornings. Perhaps she does it because she knows it's one of the rare chances you'll have to drive it. The Granada is at home in a setting like this. It matches the mood of sophistication, elegance, comfort, and above all, quality and good taste. It's a top people's car for the man who's not only going places, but likes to go there in style, even on a drive to the station. He has the sort of horsepower that lets him cruise in demure fashion or enjoy uninhibited, safe, high-speed motoring. He has the sort of comfort that can take on the best of Europe, and then some. Cool control, elegant ride. Quiet enough to allow you to concentrate on the top people's paper. The new all-round independent suspension helps, so does the generous use of rubber mountings. Even the suspension has bonded and insulated rubber mounts. Of course, all this smoothness and tranquility can have its drawbacks. It allows your wife to concentrate on your crossword. And if you're looking for the solution, across or down, here it is. Like the Consul, the Granada has outstanding fully independent suspension. At the rear, coil springs and independent semi-trailing arms rubber-mounted on a separate subframe. The steering is similar to the top-selling Cortina, rack and pinion offering light, precise control. And that means driver appeal. Safety too, with disc brakes in front. Completing the handling story is this front suspension, independent of course, with short and long arms. Double wishbones, in fact, with coil springs and a sturdy anti-roll bar. The Ford test track at Lommel in Belgium was used to perfect the new suspension. And now the geometry really sorts out the cobbles. These pictures are proof enough of the effectiveness of the Granada's handling. Full wheel control, even on Belgian pavé. And washboard too. A brutal test with the end result that the Granada or Consul customer has the very best ride and the very safest handling, under any conditions. And there's a rally pedigree to back Ford's claim. Ford have taken care of the detail too. Of course, the car has a thief-deterring ignition lock, and all the switches are recessed for safety, but positioned for instant accessibility. This fingertip stalk is a masterpiece of design. It operates the wipers and selects their speed, too. The indicators are operated by it, and so is the parking light selector, dip switch, and the headlamp flasher. 6 functions in all. Under the bonnet, the neat, carefully planned pattern is continued. There's enough working room to please the fleet owner, do-it-yourself man, and dealer technician alike. The layout is superb, and all the goodies are there. A powerful V6, an alternator, the wiper heater motor in the engine compartment to assist easier servicing and reduce noise in the passenger compartment. The fuses are easily accessible too, and that servo means easy braking. Of course, there are dual-line self-adjusting brakes, and again, everything is visible for an instant safety check. If there were design awards, the well-planned engine compartment would be a very strong contender indeed. So would the easy-to-buckle seatbelt stalks. In action, the Granada more than lives up to the promise of its sporting style. A style enhanced by the distinctive 4 headlamps, and they mean integrated spot lamps, and rubber inserts on the bumpers. Its low look, its road-hugging appearance, that sure-footed wide track. From any angle, the impressively sleek aerodynamic lines, and the feeling of power. For dealer, fleet owner, and discerning customer alike, Ford have introduced not just 1, but 2 new cars, the Consul and the Granada. What a tremendous twosome. They both have the style of the 70s, a sporting style. A low, road-hugging, wide-tracked style that spells performance, roadability, handling, and safety. An elegant twosome that pack unbelievable space into practical and parkable proportions. Space that backs Ford's claim that the Consul brings big cars down to size. Above all, the Consul is a car to enjoy in all its derivative forms. Consul, Consul L, and Consul GT. A car that offers 3 crisp choices of performance, each with safety as a priority. To open up new horizons for the family. To bring back pleasure to motoring. A car with practical pluses like bolt-on wings, bolt-on doors, and a superbly planned engine compartment to keep private running costs to a minimum and make fleet owners smile all the way to the bank. The Consul makes big car motoring available at a sensible price, in a sensible parkable package. The Granada is, of course, the ultimate. A stately stablemate to help Britain challenge the best in Europe successfully. A car for any occasion, to grace any setting. Just right for an autumn evening at the opera, with a very special girlfriend, or a very, very fastidious wife. A car as wistful as the autumn, as compelling as the English countryside, with the majestic quality of both.